against Chibuzo Abo. And the tip controlled by C-State East Bay has really struggled in the early portion of the
showed it on the air, and they snatched it right back from me.
Terrible. Here's Cohen. Good spin baseline to get to the rim for two. And back to Cohen.
This has been pretty normal, them going to him early for buckets in 2 in a row. They need more from him on both boards.
He's been one of the best two-point shooters in all the Big Ten. Is Grady Lewis.
Just one move. He's got good footwork and gets himself positioned down there and finishes plays.
Abo for 3, and Chibuzo Abo came in at 35.
You can't take bad shots. Just because you want to play early in the clock doesn't mean you just take bad shots and play so free that you're turning the ball over too.
Here's Thomas launching the deep 2, and the transfer from Northern Colorado is on
this team maybe settling in and really getting an identity. I feel like St. Thomas is really settling in. But he started off pretty good, and then he hit kind of the skids a little bit, and now the last 3 games, kind of like this USC team in general, really playing well.
USC 5 for 5 to start this game from the floor. Abo, contested jumper. Cohen rebounds the first Trojan miss for 2.
That's what.
No, it's too good looking.
Right.
It's Keontae Jones. He'll hand it off to Marcus Adams. Intriguing player for CSUN is Marcus Adams.
Coming up.
Original signee with Kansas. Then went and committed and decommitted to Gonzaga. Spent 1 game at BYU before an injury as Abo hits his second 3 of the night to stretch the Trojan lead to 6. 6th grad transfer from Yale. There's Abo, who's had the hot hand early, as has Cohen.
Doubling Cohen now.
Yates will try from 3. And a good look for Wesley Yates.
Shot at what isn't, but then expanding that range out to the 3-point line. Being
rebounded again by Cohen. Second board of the night for Cohen. Claude in the open floor. He'll run it to the rim for 2.
Desmond Claude has proven he is really difficult to keep out of the paint when he wants to get in there. They're starting to settle in with that identity that we're talking about. Guys understanding roles, understanding where they're going to get shots.
Claude inside, his shot pinned underneath. Good defense so far by the Trojans. CSUN unable to get anything going.
Might be the latest clock CSUN's had all season.
And Fuller with a 3. Jones again. Under 10 on the shot clock. Double comes at Adams. Finds Fuller for the open 3. Good ball movement, and they found the open man to hit the 3. Nice. 3 for 6 now from behind the arc for CSUN. Claude on the spin. Off the window. And Jones on the shot fake. All the way to the rim for 2 more. Nice. Thomas will enter it. 12 to shoot for Nolan. Looking against Adams and gets it to die on that back.
He's been able to keep CSUN from scoring in the paint.
Here's Jones on the run. That's where CSUN loves to play in the open. Second foul on Thomas for USC and Martindale. As far as number of wins in 16 years, they were 19 and 15 a year ago.
Most CSUN fans don't want to hear it, but I'm not sure how long Andy Newman's going to be at CSUN.
Claude waiting for a chance at 3, and he hits it.
So the more he can do that, so that they have to close out, the more he's going to be able to continue to get into the paint.
Go free throws.
And I gave up, Kevin. I wanted to be on the rules. I just feel like
loose off the miss, and it'll be Martindale who ends up with the ball in the scramble for 3. Rebound tipped right into the hands of Keontae.
That's right. Turning player that averaged 6.5 minutes a game.
Keontae Jones. And Jones contested 2.
Saw this last night, Kevin, at UCLA.
Already for CSUN. They're deep.
Difficult when you're in an ISO situation, which is basically what all 5 USC defenders are in. Because when their guy gets the ball.
The odds of each of those games fitting exactly and precisely into a 2-hour window seems slim. Washington on the roll to the rim, count the bucket, and a chance for one more. And
Washington out, and then you come back and blow Montana State out.
1 point USC lead. On the drive to the rim, Keontae Jones in the first 3-minute scoring drought. As Claude hits the second free throw to do just that and tie this.
So now Cohen understands that. Go quick, because that double guy's leaving early. Here, the last part of this first half.
And they've been able to consistently. Claude inside, taken away. CSUN can hold for the last shot if they want to. Keontae Jones says we don't hold for the last shot here, and the tip is good for their last 10 from the floor. 3 seconds and counting. Patton with 1 second, deep three is good. Kevin Patton's first shot of the night gives USC the
half. He only comes in averaging about 18, just over 18.
Trojans now will try to run with Claude at the helm. Here's Thomas, the penetration, the dish to Abo for three, and here come the Trojans.
Beating CSUN at their own game, getting stops, getting it out down the floor faster. Good open look for Abo. He knocks it down.
Washington trying to turn the corner, in trouble, needs some help. Instead, he'll just throw it at the rim, and the rebound poked out. Fofana, he'll drive and score. And you're going to get crisper working out of that double as you get more familiar with the system and this group meshes together. And Keontae Jones, pocket pick, taken away by Wesley Yates. Long pass ahead. Thomas is fouled by Beard. Marcus Adams has been one of those guys that has shown up when you watch them. And we talked about his path here. It's going to
becoming the guy. When you're the leading scorer, you're the #1 guy in the opposition scattering position.
I saw St. Thomas looking to do that too. And the drive by Fuller, and a hard foul sends him to the line.
Seeing a lot of the same guys, I think, has been good.
I like the continuity aspect, and I like the first job managing Rashawn Agee at the line. Here, I'd stumble on one of those handles.
Just let me know if you need anything on the social media stuff.
I will. You're big on social media. Oh, what a play. P.J. Fuller on the drive. And now 17.
Two-possession game again.
And it's coincided with a drought again. That's the first field goal in almost 5. Just such a different look.
Think about smaller guards like Braden Smith at Purdue. Looking at that kind of size in front of him.
Claude backed out. Thomas has had the hot hand, and he finds it again.
On their biggest margin, do they have another run in them? We're going to find out.
Well, they'd love. Here's Washington. 15 to shoot. Princeton inside. The dump down low, and the slither to the rim for full. Claude enter. Double comes. Abo for three. Big bucket.
And have to close out to that line.
Thomas through contact, no shot. The foul on the floor, says Kelly Pfeiffer.
First half, it is 4-3. St. Thomas at 27%.
Of a lot of successful programs.
I just like how versatile he is, Kevin. He does a lot of things. You look at he's probably not going to have a lot of nights where he gets 20, but fuel a run by CSUN.
Agee, shot clock down to 5. Inside with the hook. Rashawn Agee, some strength in the Big East that you see a lot of that activity as well. But just the only other goal is, can I just target a guy and try to get him out of the game?
Well, that's, yeah.
But that's sometimes a futile effort. Nice turn and finish by Endemont.
Without fouling.
One more. He's got 15 tonight. Those paint points in this league. Dylan Harper, of course, has lived in the paint early. One more for Claude. He's really turned in a solid performance with his 8 assists.
It's funny with Claude, Kevin. It's like he's always around 19 or 20.
Pause and play. He's fouled out of the game.
Usually players are mad when they foul out. Not about the Big West. We touched on this a little bit last night at UCLA about the jump up from, what's the difference between a Big West player and a Big Ten player?
A bit more than we've seen.
Yeah. It's almost like they're frustrated, so they're just fouling.
Yeah. Drives inside. Can't get that to go. Rebound and a foul again. It's Agee who comes out of there with the loose ball. But they'll call a tie-up, not a foul, so it'll stay with CSUN.
Followed him here to USC. He's got a bright future, not getting a huge...
As they do anymore in basketball. 230 made free throws for USC. Lewis inside, count it, and the foul. And the three-point play.
Starting to understand more of their identity.
Time tonight for CSUN. And the Trojans are going to clean off their bench. Xavier Kane with a minute 23 to go. Barbee, free throw line jumper is good. 2 on. A little bit of a scramble. The corner three is good for Jalen Barbee. And now USC can finish it off. Shelley to the rim with a one-hand flush. And the cherry on top for the Trojans. And to the rim, trying to add that one in, wave the shot off. It will not tonight. The USC Trojans win it 90-69.